Now 6:43, kicking off News to Go with a live look at the Ohio River. It is a very pretty sight. The sun is up and you want to go out inside in it. Then you're going to want to turn around and go right back inside. It is 72 right now, but all of that changes throughout the morning and day.
Yes, and by changes, he means gets worse. So you're going to feel that heat and humidity. If you are a runner, I saw a gentleman on my way home yesterday, and he looked like he was struggling. So make sure you get out early if you can. It is a weather impact day.
Yeah, especially if you do work outside. So meteorologist Randy Rico kind of breaking that down. We enjoyed some of your commentary the last weather when you kind of broke down this wet bulb globe.
Yeah, well, when we talk about heat index value, we're talking about that's measured in the shade.
Okay.
But most workers don't have the choice of picking whether they're in the shade or not, right? So there is another measure that takes into account the cloud cover, the time of year, the wind speed, all of those things. It has different factors and kind of tells you how much time to break outside, right? So right now, today, that number is 85. So that means somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes per hour you need to take a break from hard work out in the sunshine. But everybody needs to factor in the fact that it is going to be steamy for the next couple of days. Those dew points stay high each afternoon. It's going to feel like 100 in the shade. As we take a look at the temperatures right now, most places sitting in the mid 70s. The muggy factor, though, pretty high, and you can see by the time we get to 9 a.m., it'll be 79 and feel like 83. We get into the middle of the afternoon. This is very, very similar to yesterday. High temperature around 92 or so, feeling like around the triple digits, and the potential's there for a pop-up downpour. Yesterday, we had a handful of them, kind of same scenario today. They'll flare up starting maybe by 2 or 3 o'clock, and then intense downpours in the places that do see them, and maybe a few of those storms have some gusty winds, but they're not super widespread, and I think we see even fewer of those pop-up downpours Wednesday and Thursday. The next chance for widespread rain kicks in this weekend, and that's what brings relief. We'll track the timeline for that game-changing cold front coming up in a few minutes. Stephen?
Randy, thank you. 6:45 now. As Randy was just mentioning, got to stay safe out in this weather. It's key, but it's also important to stay efficient with your air conditioning. It could save you some money in heat like this and in the summer months. News to Go continues with Giacomo Luca. Giacomo, you have some tips from the experts this morning.
Yeah, Stephen, we went over to the experts with Greater Comfort, the cooling experts, sharing some of the common myths and misconceptions that could cost homeowners big during the summertime. One of the things that they do advise during the summer is to gradually set your AC to a lower temperature and don't turn it off when you leave home. You can simply raise the thermostat a few degrees higher as you leave. That'll keep your home cool without overworking your system, leading to higher bills. Fans can really help well with circulating the air and provide comfort, but make sure to turn them off when you leave the room. And closing blinds, that does help keeping the sun from heating up the house. And the cooling experts do say that it's really important to make sure that you get your system, your AC, inspected and cleaned every year. At least once a year is good for that, to make sure things like dirt is not piling up on your coils or there's no leaks in the system that could be making your system work harder, leading to extra bills. We'll have a full list of all those things that you can take a look at on our website, WLWT.com. Live in Covington this morning, Giacomo Luca, WLWT News 5.
Giacomo, thank you. So if you do have to get outside for whatever reason, you need to find a place to cool off, there are cooling centers open all across Greater Cincinnati. Scan the QR code on your screen. That'll take you to that list, or you can head over to our website, WLWT.com.
All right, 6:47, leading the way with breaking news in northern Kentucky. A suspect under arrest after a pretty wild chase. It ended near the town of Morningview in Kenton County. Deputies say it started with police chasing a motorcycle. We're told the rider got off, started running, and deputies eventually found the rider in a pond near Parkers Grove Road and Brock Piner Road. He has been arrested. We're told he was taken to St. Elizabeth Hospital, and we'll bring you updates as we learn more about what unfolded there.
And leading the way with breaking news this morning after a crash in Springfield Township. This happened at about 1:30 this morning on Hamilton Avenue, just near Seven Hills Drive. Right now, it's not clear how many people were hurt, if any. Our crews did see an ambulance leaving the scene. We also saw a car with front end damage being loaded onto a tow truck. We're working to learn more right now, including what possibly led up to this crash.
All right, keeping an eye on traffic. It's been a really quiet morning for the most part. 71 at Ronald Reagan. You can see things are looking good, but we do have a tow truck there that is blocking the on-ramp to 71. So it looks like a car had gone off the road and into the grassy area there, but it looks like they are having the tow truck go the wrong way, potentially, up that road. So we'll see. Hopefully they're able to get that cleared there because of that crash. But you can see traffic is still moving in all other directions. Big map looking good. Heading out to Indiana towards Dillsboro, we do have a crash on US 50. This is right near Indiana 262. And we are seeing slow traffic here on 50, but as well as 62 just south of that. So it looks like maybe some of the detours might be a little slow for you as well. If that's part of your morning commute, give yourself that extra time. Yeah, we're checking that camera again because it looks like, okay, the truck is trying to turn around in that grassy area and then it will head out. But these folks that are trying to hop onto 71 are probably hitting a bit of a slow spot. Man, this is a tough turn that it's trying to navigate as well as deal with that slope and the grass. So we will keep you updated. Should be seeing this. There we go. Turned around. A professional. Nicely done. That tow truck getting things. Yeah, someone's going to call him. They're giving you a round of applause on WLWT. That has now cleared, and it looks like things will be moving there very smoothly. Megan.
All right, Kelly, thank you. 6:49 right now, and developing on WLWT, North College Hill police made an arrest after several reports about a man who was soliciting sex from underage boys. Police put out the post last week asking parents to talk to their kids in case they were approached. North College Hill police say they arrested 20-year-old DeVell Palmer, and they say that he was found driving around in this car approaching young boys, offering money in exchange for sexual favors. He is charged with 4 counts of importuning. He's going to be arraigned later this morning in court. Of course, anyone who did have an interaction with him is asked to report it so they can contact North College Hill police.
Developing on WLWT, shots fired in a busy Lebanon intersection. One man was hit yesterday afternoon. Another is now being questioned by police. Several witnesses tell our crew at the scene that the incident started as road rage. Lebanon police say that the shooter called 911 himself.
Callers advising the male is possibly in the roadway. Other dispatchers on the line with the male that advised that he is the subject that shot the other male. He advised he's down in the grass with his hands up.
This happened at the intersection of State Route 48 bypass and US 42. Police said the shooter was detained for questioning and is cooperating. The man who was shot was rushed to Atrium Medical Center. So far, no word on his condition or if any charges have been filed.
6:51, an update to a story that we first brought to you as breaking news yesterday. A Middletown man died after a driver hit him on his motorcycle in Monroe. State Patrol says a 53-year-old woman was turning left into the Kroger Fulfillment Center on Route 63 when she then collided with 30-year-old Ronald Imhoff. This happened shortly after 4:30 in the morning. Imhoff died at the scene, and troopers say the driver and her 52-year-old passenger went to Atrium Medical Center with minor injuries. The crash shut down the road for more than 5 hours. State Patrol has not said if the driver could face charges.
We are getting new insight into ongoing negotiations for the teachers in the Mason School District. It's been nearly 3 weeks since classes ended for the summer. There's still no new deal in place for next year. WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak live in Mason with the uncertainty as it builds ahead of this upcoming school year. Danielle.
Yeah, Kelly, we know that negotiations have been stalled between the district and the teachers union, who represents 600 teachers here within Mason. Now, we also know that they haven't met since May 31st, and the negotiations started back in mid-February. Now, WLWT obtained a contract proposal through a records request. The Mason Education Association is looking for a new 3-year contract. With that, they want more pay, asking for a 3.75% base pay increase ahead of the upcoming school year. They also want a 3.5% increase each year after. They're also seeking increase of severance pay for retiring teachers. Now, the Mason City School Board meets tonight. Now, it's not clear if the negotiations will come up at all during that meeting, but also it's important to add it's 63 days until the next school year. Reporting live in Mason, Danielle Dindak, WLWT News 5.
It is coming, Danielle. Thank you. And happening today, Hamilton County is set to celebrate the anniversary of the emancipation of slaves across America. The county is holding its annual Juneteenth flag-raising ceremony today. The holiday marks the day the last slaves were given their freedom after the Civil War. Today, one day before Juneteenth, local leaders will raise a flag to celebrate the end of slavery in the U.S. The ceremony is going to happen at 10 o'clock this morning.
Local animal officials hoping to improve safety across our area. Cincinnati Animal Care holding a training event today, hoping to prevent dog bites. The organization partnering with the United States Postal Service to help prevent any kind of attacks. Last year, Ohio ranked 3rd in the country for dog bites, and Cincinnati in the top 10 cities. That training event is today at the Western Hills Post Office. USPS also asking customers to restrain dogs during delivery hours in an effort, of course, to keep carriers safe.
We're getting an update from FC Cincinnati after a star player was carried off the pitch on a stretcher over the weekend. Matt Miazga was seen sliding into a goalpost, and he was trying to block a shot from San Jose when right there, clips that right leg on there. He was carried off on a stretcher a few moments after that. After the match, head coach Pat Noonan described the injury as a laceration and that Miazga got stitches. Noonan says Miazga will not be available for tomorrow's match, and it's possible this injury could be long-term. 6:54, the Reds hoping to bounce back today after losing Game 1 against the Pirates. It was a dramatic game with manager David Bell being ejected again, apparently upset over a LED light distracting pitcher Brent Suter. It was a 4-1 final in favor of the Pirates. The Reds have now lost 5 of 7. The Reds are hoping to get a few more runs tonight for Game 2. First pitch at PNC Park is scheduled for 6:40.
And we have all of our big stories, plus what you need to know to start your day on our daily podcast, 5 on 5 and 5. You can find it wherever you do get your podcast, but we do have to go in, get a check of traffic before you get ready to head out the door today. Kelly, how are things looking?
It's been a pretty good morning so far. We want to look here at the big map. You can see traffic starting to pick up, but nothing major going on our major interstates, 275 or inbound. We do have the situation out here in the Dillsboro area on US 50 near Indiana 262. Traffic slow on 62 as well. So we see a little bit of slow traffic here. We're not sure what's going on at that intersection, but we're working to find out. And of course, we'll keep you updated. But here's 75 at Liberty Way. More traffic heading in, but flowing just fine in all directions. As we're heading through the morning here, we might see travel time slow down a bit, but it's been a really clear and quiet morning. Maybe just give yourself a couple extra minutes to get the AC at full blast, as you will probably need it this morning, Randy.
That was even an issue for me at 2:30 in the morning, so I can't imagine now as we hit, the sun up and the temperatures continue to climb. Right now it's 74 degrees. 9 a.m. it'll be 79. At noon we'll be up to 90, and that's when those heat index values head up into the upper 90s. It's going to feel a whole lot like yesterday. A high temperature right around 92, 93, and it'll feel like the triple digits at times. Now, there is that potential for a heat and humidity to cause a pop-up downpour in the afternoon. Yesterday, we had a handful of them. I think it's the same scenario today, and then fewer expected Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But if you want to take a look at that future cast for today, you can see as we head into the afternoon, by 2 o'clock or so, a few of them are bubbling up. Again, don't watch this so much for the location, but for the timing. By the time you get into the evening, they kind of fade away. And tomorrow is more of the same. We start out in the 70s, we make it to the 90s, but it feels more like 100. And that's kind of on repeat for us all the way into the weekend. It's Sunday evening that we get our next cold front. It'll feel better by Monday. But Monday is a long way away still.
It does feel. It feels like we got a while. Today's show minutes away, and we're back in 25 minutes with more news, weather, and a check of traffic.